So if you are into content, this video is for you. So I'm going to talk to you about how I have made over $5,000 so far with just doing content part-time. So you have to remember, everybody's journey is different. It's really hard to not compare yourself to others. So that is something that I still have to work on. Everybody who is a content creator, I promise you, on the outside, it may look like glitz and glam, but they are probably struggling with that too. Because you wish you were, where bigger creators are. But everybody has their own journey. Stay in your lane and you'll be just fine. So this is going to be part one of how I have been able to become successful in my part-time content creator journey. And hopefully the things that I share can help you as well. So first things first, post your content. I know people say it all the time. You need to post. Don't care about it being perfect. That is very true. It does not matter if you do not have the A1 Adobe Photoshop editing skills that you see people doing with all these different transitions. Don't focus on that. That will come the longer that you create. You'll learn different techniques, editing skills, but just focus on creating. That's the biggest thing, because if you're not creating, how are you going to post anything? So for me, I always had the motto of use what you have. Do not try to go out and buy all these gadgets, because guess what? You probably don't even know how to use them properly. And if you're not bringing in all that money, why are you dishing out the money? So do not go out spending money on a whole bunch of cameras, equipment, because it is not necessary. Just make sure that you have a really good cell phone, good lighting, and you are good to go. I kid you not. Everything I have recorded thus far has been on my cell phone. I do not have a professional camera. I do not have a digi, none of that. So I've been able to make money through commissions, brand deals, just various avenues and storefronts that I have. So you can do it too. So step one, create your social media accounts. You decide which accounts you want to focus on, because it is hard to try to balance all of them. Not saying it's impossible, but it's really hard. So focus on the platforms that you want to use and then go from there. Make sure that you have some type of link that you can link all of your socials on, email, so they know how to contact you. So I have a bio site. There's Linktree, there's Beacons. You figure out which one works best for you and create one. Next, you need a portfolio. So if you are trying to pitch to a brand, you have to have something to show and offer them. So you need to start creating content. If you want to focus on beauty, do beauty. You need to start doing makeup. What is in your makeup kit? That is content. How are you applying your makeup? Is your makeup for beginners? Is it for intermediate? Is it for professionals? You can cater to everybody. For me, I do a little bit of beauty. I do very minimal makeup, natural makeup. That's my thing. That is all I know how to do right now. So if I do anything makeup related, that's what it is. And I will have a video coming out soon just to show you how you can make things into content. So I did a makeup haul for affordable makeup. So I will be posting that, because everything I do is centered around being affordable. Next, you need to create an email account. So they have a primary source for everything business. So make sure that email is strictly for brands, collaborations, events, all those things. And make sure that is in your bio, because if it's not in your bio, how are they going to contact you? Then I would focus on building your portfolio. So start creating the content. Again, it does not have to be perfect, but start creating the content, posting the content, engaging, and trying to build a community. Once you have a good amount, I'm not saying you need to have 50 videos, because honestly, I did not have that many. But I had enough to where I said, okay, now I can start pitching to brands and go from there. So I honestly started on TikTok, and ironically, that was my smallest platform. But I was still getting brand deals, I was still getting collabs, and somehow or another, I had TikTok Shop at the time, and I was getting paid from people shopping my videos and purchasing the products. So make sure you start building your portfolio. Focus on the niche that you want. I have multiple. You do not have to put yourself in just one simple box. You can be versatile and do multiple things. I honestly recommend that. So yeah, step one is creating your contact information so they know how to reach you, creating some content so they'll be able to find you. Because guess what? If you're not posting content, how are they going to find you? How do they know that you exist in this world? You have to be active on social media. Don't just post and then dip, because honestly, that's what I used to do and it got me nowhere. You have to, this is what I would do. I would engage a little bit before I knew my scheduled post was about to drop. And then after that, I would engage for at least 10, 15 minutes after my post, just to make sure that, the algorithm was on my side. And then from there, you just let it do its work. You do not have to sit on social media all day, because guess what? Unless you don't have a job, you don't have time for that. I honestly do not have time for that. I will engage on my different platforms and then I'll be done. So hopefully this video helps. Stay tuned for part 2.